But as I said before, Apple's just a computer company. There's nothing that distinguishes them structurally from any of their competitors. Their competitors are all equally qualified to make all of these products.
All right, so we know that the why is extremely important. And Apple's a great example that we can all relate to. Knowing your why, people don't buy what you do, people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it, and what you do simply proves what you believe. So when we're communicating with our clients about our health and fitness business and profession, it's not just that we have amazing suspension training straps that you can come on and take a try down at our studio. You know, we're the specialists in suspension. It's actually, we have decided we want to stay up to date with the best equipment in the industry, and we pride ourselves in staying up to date with that equipment. We happen to have amazing suspension training because that's what's the best in the industry right now, and that is what is trending and making a huge impact. Do you want to try? So it's just flipping that slight change of language, and we're going to be talking about language and communication a lot today. Just simple words like, who here has said in the past, after this, or has heard from a gym, a studio, you will be in a locked-in contract? Who has heard you are going to be in a locked-in contract? Yep, okay, so pretty much everyone in the room. And raise your hand if you like being locked into a contract. Right, no one. So if we're communicating with somebody, do we want to use the word locked? What are alternatives to the word locked that we could potentially use? Committed? Yeah, sure. So you're going to commit to this contract, or commit to this, what you're signing today with me. You're going to commit to training with me. Perfect example. Taking that word contract out can flip the entire situation. So simple terms and simple uses of words with your client can actually make a shift in the communication and make it easier for you to actually gain them in the beginning. All right, so we're going to look at the next one. So we've got our why, we've got our manifesto, we know how to speak that, and we know how to speak our truth. The next thing we're going to look at is your how, your method of communication. And the only way to start communicating is by doing. And deploy patience and love in this process. And I put that in there because over the past 2 days, I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, Meg, I'm so happy that you called me out with regards to not doing live feeds or not actually posting on Facebook or Instagram because I haven't stepped out of that comfort zone. And one of the things I said yesterday is that whatever is causing you to not be able to do that, you need to look deep inside. You need to discover, why is it that you're scared of stepping up and stepping out and putting your face or putting yourself out there as a health and fitness professional? A lot of the times it's fear of what other people think. And write down those 5 names of who you care about, and I want you to think really hard about how much they care that you're not being authentic, you're not being true to yourself, and you're not getting out there and going for what you truly believe. Because those 5 people that you really care about, they really care about you. And they want you to actually step up and step out and be who you truly are. But often they're the ones that we're scared, we fear their feedback, and we will actually hold back from what we're truly stepping up and stepping out to do. So if there's anything from this, it's stop caring what others think. Come and join my dad and I doing Backpack Kid on the stage, and you'll feel a lot better. So that's like a huge, huge one. You're only stuck because you haven't started. An example, you can't read about doing a push-up. You actually have to do them. You can't watch a video and then know how to do a push-up. You have to get in the gym, and you need to practice them. If you're not practicing how to communicate, it is the exact same thing. We are not just born with a natural skill of communication. When I started initially communicating, and usually he's not here, but so I'll just be like, earmuffs, was when my dad took me to, he's a real estate agent, took me to open houses as a child, and he had to go and sell some places, and I would stay in the open house at about age 13, and behind the open house start communicating and selling properties, or at least showing the other people that were coming to see the open houses how to find their house. But I was actually right in the midst of things that I had to communicate, so I was fortunate. But that helped me practice to get here. So communication is a learned skill. We all can learn it. Whether it's video, audio, podcasts, or writing, whatever you love doing, that is what you should start sharing. So if you absolutely love taking pictures, fantastic. Start taking pictures and start getting them out there to help promote your brand. If you're a good writer, build a profile, add a blog inside Facebook or Instagram, people will consume it. You don't have to do live feeds and videos. However, we will see some Facebook stats later on that they have an 80% more uptake than a picture or writing right now. So if there's one thing I am going to try to assist you with, fat today is what I would say a lot. I need a haircut. I would always say that I needed to get a fringe trim, but realistically, it's really long anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I have nothing worth saying. I don't know what to say. My voice sounds weird. Oop. Is another great one that I use, and you name it. Currently have a Facebook or Instagram business page for your health and fitness company? Yep, okay, so most of us have an online business page. If you don't, that is a must. All right, so communicating with clients through Facebook, Instagram, this is a huge way to communicate with clients right now in 2019. If you're not, you're actually not stepping up into the area where a lot of consumers are. These are not just distribution channels, and what I mean by that is that you have to natively storytell on them. So whatever you're doing, you need to have a very strong purpose, and you need to know your why and what you actually want to say to people each time that you're getting on and adding value. So it's super important that you storytell on them, like rule from Mel Robbins. Your brain will try to keep you safe at all times, and this 5-second rule can be with regards to approaching clients. It can be with regards to approaching an investor. This can be with regards to doing anything difficult in your life and just getting out of bed in the morning. Don't think that video is playing either. That's okay. All right, so what Mel Robbins, I'll keep her picture up there. Who's heard of Mel Robbins in the room? Yep, quite a few of us, excellent. And have you guys practiced the 5-second rule? Awesome, very cool. So with regards to the 5-second rule and courage, one of the biggest things with the 5-second rule their business. So there's a touch of excitement, and I mean, I've now learned to flip that and not feel the fear and really hone in on that excitement because of the vocabulary and the wording or the self-talk that I'm utilizing with myself. With the 5-second rule from Mel Robbins, how she flips what you're feeling, or whether